Welcome to Tater Time Football, where we talk about everything around football. Here's your host, Tater Tot.
Hey guys, welcome to Tater Time Football. This is week 5. I'm ready to get into this top 25. Got some pretty interesting rankings right now. Kind of throwing me off a little bit, just a little bit. But you got number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Miami, that had that huge win against Florida. You got Penn State, number 3. LSU, number 4. Georgia, 5. Oregon, 6. Oklahoma, 7. Florida State is number 8. Number 9, Texas A&M's moving on up. Texas, did they drop? I believe they did.
I think so.
Number 10, Indiana, number 11, Texas Tech, 12, and they're actually starting to look good too. Like, they might be a threat. Number 13, Ole Miss, number 14, Iowa State, and number 15, Tennessee.
Okay. Now we got number 16, Georgia Tech. Alabama, number 17, dropping 3 spots. Vanderbilt up 2, up to 18. You got Michigan at number 19 up 2. Missouri up 3 to 20. You got USC, they're up 4 to 21. Notre Dame up 2. Illinois dropped a whole 14 ranks. Kind of justified. TCU from being unranked, number 24, and BYU number 25 to round it all out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's some pretty interesting rankings, though. But the one that really throws me off out of all that is people can say what they want, but I've been listening to it a lot. This past week, Auburn was cheated.
Yeah.
In their game. So, and the officials were a lot of the issue. And I'm not trying to, harp for Auburn, but they were kind of cheated this week. And then on top of that, when they lose, they drop out of the top 25.
Yeah.
Just instantly. It really makes no sense to me, but, maybe later on they'll make it make sense. I don't know. But, so let's get into these picks before I go too far into that. Okay, so we actually have a Thursday night game. So we have Army and East Carolina. I'm going to go East Carolina because I do not see Army winning because they clearly are not the same Army from last year. But I do support the Army.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to go with Eastern Carolina on this one as well.
Yeah. Then you got number 8, Florida State. Oh, this is going to be a Friday night Friday game. Florida State at Virginia. And Virginia is actually they've only lost 1 game, but still it could be a game because it's at Virginia.
I think so who do you got?
I'm going to go Florida State here. I really think they actually have a really good quarterback. And I think whenever they played Alabama, they actually proved a lot about themselves. They're not the same team as they were last year, but I know it's still too early to really say that. But I kind of feel they have a chance to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
man, if Virginia was just maybe if Virginia was ranked, they were just a little bit better, I might pick them, but I'll probably go Florida State. Mm-hmm. Virginia has a pretty good scoring offense, so I mean, we'll see if Florida State's defense can kind of shut them down and handle that.
All right, now you got number 1, Ohio State. They're on a roll right now, and they look good doing it too, in respectful fashion. So it's Ohio State at Washington, Husky Stadium.
Well, it might be Husky Stadium, but I think the Buckeyes are going to come in there and do what they need to do.
Yeah, that goes out to JC, big Buckeye fan. Yeah, I'm gonna say Ohio State, no question. They're gonna just keep it on like going on this week, and I think they're gonna be one of those teams to make it to the playoff. Whether I like to say that or not, but I think they will make it to the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got number 4 LSU at Ole Miss. Oh, number 13 Ole Miss.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick the Rebels in this one. I think they give LSU their first loss of the season.
LS who?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ole Miss here because I think Kiffin might be able to drop that popcorn. Like he's like, get your popcorn ready or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ole Miss just to see what they're capable of. Because if they can beat a LSU team as good as LSU's been right now, that would be a good statement for them to show what kind of team they are. Now you got Auburn, unranked Auburn, at number 9 Texas A&M, and this is going to be at 2:30 on Saturday at Kyle Field.
I think I feel bad because if Auburn would have beat Oklahoma, they definitely would have been up in the ranks. And this might be a closer game, but then again, I don't agree with all that happened. I feel bad for them. I think Texas A&M might just barely beat them, but I think I'll give it to Texas A&M on this one.
I'm gonna go Auburn this week. I'm gonna give a little bit of faith in their bowl of lucky charms, as the old Tater used to say. The true Tater used to say, their bowl of lucky charms over there. Yeah, so I think Auburn could very well pull this out. I know it is in Texas A&M, but I still think that even on the road in Oklahoma, they did very good on the road for once, and I'm glad to see a lot of what they brought to the table. Their defense is stout. Offensively, if they may start a little bit slow at first, but once Auburn gets going, they're kind of like, you can't let them get a rhythm, because if you do, they're going to tear you apart. But, now you got Indiana at Iowa.
Honestly, kind of surprised that they only give Indiana 7.5 points for the to cover, but I think Indiana should come away with this. I mean, now Iowa did show pretty good, I guess you would say, like, talent against Iowa State, but I don't think they have enough to beat Indiana.
Okay. I'm going to go Indiana as well, because Iowa State not Iowa State. Iowa. Sorry, Iowa State. Sorry, jumping to, like, the gun over here. But, yes, I'm going to go with Iowa. Nope. Don't mind me, people. It's been a long day. I'm going to go Indiana here. Now you got Rice at Navy. Who do you got?
Give me Rice.
I'm going to go Navy. So, like I said, I haven't really got to watch the 3 teams besides Air Force. Like, Air Force looks better out of the other, like, pretty much out of the 3. But yeah, I'm gonna go Navy here, and now you got Hawaii at Air Force. It might be interesting.
I'm going to give it to those wonderful airmen in their blues,
Yeah.
Let's go Air Force.
What you talking about? And now you got Tennessee at Mississippi State.
Mississippi State is undefeated, but
not for long.
Yeah, I do think Tennessee might come in and spoil that, though. So yeah, I'll go to Tennessee.
I say the Vols will get it done too. Now you have Arizona at Iowa State, number 14.
Iowa State should be able to handle that. I mean, yeah, they should be able to handle that.
Now, Oregon, number 6, at Penn State. Who you got here? Who you got? What's the spread?
I wonder who you have. The spread is 3.5 points.
That's actually a fair,
They favor Penn State.
Okay.
So who do you got, Mr. Dr. Todd?
Well, I think Penn State could possibly cover. So I'm going to go Penn State.
I'm going to go Oregon.
All right.
I think Oregon shows up your Nittany Lions.
Oh, my gosh. What's the Alabama and Georgia game? Because these are games that really are going to be the talk of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this one.
Oh, you just moved on?
Yeah, I moved on to Alabama okay. And Georgia. Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
But Alabama and Georgia.
God, this is either going to be a really close game or it's going to be a blowout. And it's going to be Alabama being blown out if that's the case. I'm sorry, I just don't know about this team yet. This is not our bread and butter. We're over here in soggy biscuit land. So
wait, what?
I mean, we don't have bread and butter no more. With Nick Saban, got some soggy biscuits now. I don't know. It's hard to tell because from what the talent I've seen from both sides. Now, I did see Georgia struggle, and I've seen Alabama struggle. I mean, they did struggle at the beginning, but then they kind of these last two games kind of came back, showed what they are. But for some reason, Alabama keeps having players get hurt in practice. We're not even having them get hurt in games. They're getting, and this is star players getting hurt in practice. What are they doing? Are we jumping off buildings, trying to be Spider-Man or something? I don't understand what's going on, but
I do need to.
I'm gonna pick Alabama.
I'm gonna pick Alabama here too. We have Tim Keenan. I think it's Tim Keenan. He's returning, and he's kind of that voice that we really need out on the field. He's one of those leaders that we've been missing out on. I forgot when he got hurt, but I think he got hurt before the season even started. Mm-hmm. So he's getting a return. And from what I saw from the Georgia-Tennessee game, and people could take this with a grain of salt, is a high-scoring game between two teams means that the two defenses were really non-existent. Okay? So offense
Georgia, if I'll interject real quick.
Okay.
From what I've seen, if you look at stat-wise, Alabama has a really good throwing game. Running game still kind of lackluster. I don't know. I don't even know who we throw the ball to halftime in the backfield. So good throwing game. Our defense is pretty good against passing, but we lack against rushing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Georgia, they have a bad, not so great passing game, but a really good running game. So it's I think it might be a shootout just because you're going to have Alabama's throwing, Georgia can't really protect it, and then they're going to run it down our throats because we can't really stop that.
And that's very true, and I could see the spread being what it is. So I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be a close game, to be honest, because it's in Athens. So that is a good note there too. Is the last time we were away, we lost. So, let's see if it's a new trend now. But
I'd say the key takeaways is Alabama has D. Lewis, who's questionable. He's a tight end. And then we have Jan Miller, the running back. He's probable, but he has a collarbone injury. And Georgia has D. Phillips, or another running back. His ankle injury, he's probable, but their tight end, Barber, he is out with a knee injury.
Okay. And now that completes all our picks. Because now, do you have anything else to say or note on besides Alabama?
I guess I'd like to touch on base. Like, I think majority of people, I mean, maybe if you don't really watch SEC football, but I guess down here, even as an Alabama fan, I didn't get to watch the Auburn game like live, but I did go back and rewatch it and then watch some highlights afterwards. The SEC has a really big problem with refs, and I think it needs to be addressed to a point where I think we just need a clean house. Like that incomplete catch. Guy caught the ball. I mean, he has possession, takes 2 to 3 steps, ball gets punched, ripped out, fumbles it, and they run back for a touchdown. If you want to call that incomplete, there was a play later on in the game that Oklahoma had, shouldn't count, because that was about the same thing, shouldn't count. Mm-hmm. So I think someone has even said the refs had discussed it with Oklahoma, because they were at Oklahoma, they had to discuss it with the committee there. It almost seems like the refs didn't know what the rule was. Mm-hmm. And then that he's talking about this one, line judge. The dude's like stumbling because he's not doing his job. He's just watching the game.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know what it is about the SEC refs, and I'm kind of scared because, I mean, who knows
whatever happens this week.
Who they're going to bring to Alabama versus Georgia. There's probably going to be some really questionable calls. No, I mean, it always is something crazy with these two teams.
Someone brought this to my attention. What is bad about the whole thing is even when they find out that they did wrong, they don't go back and fix it to where, it's always the team still won anyway. It's like they get a participation trophy for, like, they get away with it. It's like you can't let these teams get away with the stuff either. It's like, they should have made it to where it was a tie game and nobody won the game. It would have actually made it a tie game.
I don't know if you can go back because, I mean, I don't think you should be able to discount a score in a game. I don't think you can do that. I don't think it's fair. Because I know even I do it sometimes, is where you think it's like, okay, that was touchdown. That was 7 points. 7 points, they get the game win. Mm-hmm. But I have to sit there and remind myself that, okay, that was 0-0 at the time. They scored a 7. Who knows? Maybe Oklahoma gets fired up. They come back, score 2 more touchdowns without Auburn scoring. It's different chain of events. I mean, you can try and add it. I try not to because who knows what it would have changed. But it's inconsistent. Like, you have something that bad, and then the NCAA, I think they made a statement about it, which kind of proves that they are like in some hot water and they knew it. But there was another team that got fined for faking injuries. I don't remember who that was. Did you hear about that?
To be honest, no. I don't want to lie.
Okay, I know there was a game last week that it was Syracuse. Syracuse got fined $25,000 for faking injuries in the win over Clemson. It was in the very late fourth quarter. So I didn't get to see that one. I saw it because I was at work. But honestly, it's weird. It's like you'd be like, okay, NCAA is like, bad, can't do that. It's like, cool, that's awesome. And then we go and watch a football game, and the ref is just basically like, I make up rules now, so here's how we're going to play football.
Hey, but, I really feel that hopefully things get better from here on out for, Auburn. Like I said, I hope they win this week. Because, there again, I'm not no Auburn fan, but I do know good talent when I see it, and this year they actually got some talent on the team. So, and that goes out to all the people who know that are Auburn fans. They may give me a hard time about, Alabama, but I'm still going to talk a little bit of good about the Auburn Tigers because they got something going on this year. It's just if they can clean up the little bit of penalties that they had to, they'll do good too. Because they also shot themselves in the foot in the end. They had a chance and then still shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
But there again, everything happens for a reason. But I do want to say one other thing. I want to give a shout out to all the 2016 seniors that were at the football game for Verbena this past week. Verbena is 4-1, Cole.
Well,
officially.
It's impressive from what I remember.
Stanhope, I think. Yeah, what's Stanhope, right? But what I mean. It don't matter. But that completes everything. Do you have anything else to say before I close out?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching Tater Time Football. This is the Tot. This is the Jolly Green, and we will see y'all in the next video. Oh, also, before I leave, please like, subscribe, and tell your friends about the show. And y'all have a good week or weekend. Deuce.